Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on Thiruppaatu. Today we are directly jumping to the historical version of 62 and pun sequence 86th Thiruppadigam, which is called as ThiruVanparthaan Panangatoor. This particular place is near to, it's in Thiruvannamalai district. It is near to Kanchipuram, and if you look at the name, it is called as vanpaarththaan Panangatoor, which literally means there's a lot of palm trees in this particular place. That's why it is called as Panangatoor, forest of, it's a palm forest basically. There is also another name for this, it's called as vanpaarththaan. There's a lot of stories behind this. They say Parthan means Arjunan. Arjuna worshipped Lord Shiva in this place, and that's why it is called as Vanpaarthaan. And due to the common usage by the local people over there, due to the colloquialism, it has been transformed as Vanpaarthaan. That is one theory. Another theory is, they say this particular place was also called as Vanpaakam Panangatoor, and then subsequently this term called Vanpaakam transformed into Vanpaarthaan. That is another theory. Whatever it is, this is the only padigam we got for this particular sthala. So we have to really start, we have to start to preserve this particular padigam, because we don't have the other padigams. Probably we have lost it due to our ignorance. In this place, Lord Shiva's name is Panangaattiswarar, and his consort's name is Puravammai. And as we said, the tree, holy tree, is palm tree, and the holy water here is called as Agni. And this particular place is from Seiyar district as well. Now there are two, when you talk about this particular temple, there are two places of worship here. One was worshipped by Agathiyar, another one was worshipped by Pulasthiyar. If you look at the Sannidhi of Agathiyar, where Agasthyar was worshipping, here Peruman's name is Amirthavalli and his consort's name is Panangaattanadar is the Lord's name, and his consort's name is Amirthavalli. And the place where Pulasthiyar worshipped, here Peruman's name is Kribanadeshwarar and his consort's name is Kribanayagi. This pun, this particular padigam is sung in the pun called as Seegamaram, which has a lot of medical properties, especially related to ovary. Gynecology related issues, whatever we have, once we start singing this particular pun, we can see that there's a lot of improvement with that particular disorders. And we also know Kankattum Nudalanum, there is a particular holy verse sung by our Kari Pillayar, is also from this particular pun, which is even today sung for ladies who are having issues with giving birth. So those of them who are not having babies, they usually sing that padigam on a regular basis, and they have tremendously benefited from that. We are able to see that even today. It's a living history. Today also we are able to see. This particular pun is for any kind of gynae or ovary related issues. Even today, when we are suffering with those issues, we can sing this padigam on a regular basis. Let's look at the very first verse now. Vidaiyin mel varuvaanai vethaththin porulaanai adaiyil anbu udaiyaanai yaavarkkum onnaa madaiyil vaalaigal paayum vanpaarththaan Panangatoor sadaiyil gangkai thariththaanai saaraadhaar சார்வென்னே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். This verse is a beautiful verse with profound meaning. What we have to do is basically we have to bring the verse like, yaavarkkum onnaa, and we have to link it with the different phrase here. So we have to call it as yaavarkkum onnaa Vidaiyin mel varuvaanai, which means no one is able to comprehend the beauty of the bull that Lord Shiva is coming in. Why do we say that? Is because if you look at the bull is nothing but, we call it as aram. Basically the do's and don'ts of our life, the ethical way of our life, how we should be living and how we shouldn't be living is taught using the ethical standards. That is what we call it as aram. And Lord Shiva travels in this particular ethical vehicle, which is what is symbolized as the bull. That's where we say not everyone knows the meaning of it. Theoretically, we may know how to live, how to lead this life, but practically, are we able to live this life? We should avoid non-veg. Are we able to do that? We shouldn't kill other lives. Are we able to follow that? We shouldn't cheat someone. Are we able to follow that? We shouldn't be stealing from someone. When I say stealing, it can be anything and everything. Are we able to live that life? Obviously, we are able to see. No. And our conscience knows that. We don't need to answer this question to anyone else, but it's for our own conscience. Are we able to follow the ethical standards? We are not. So, whatever we are talking about in the form of bull is also not known to all of us. The second one is yaavarkkum onnaa vethaththin porulaanai. Veda, we know how to recite the Vedas. If you ask me to recite Meda Suktam, yes, I can do it in a jiffy, but do I really understand the inner meaning of it? Superficial meaning, yes, I can understand. Even the padigams that we are talking about now, we are able to understand the superficial meaning, but the inner meaning of it, no. That is the reason we are not able to bring back life for a dead body like what our Arulalars did. If you look at it, our saints were able to do it. Why are we not able to do it? Because we did not really understand the inner meaning of it. So, Vedas, Agamas, Thirumurai, we need to understand the inner meaning. Only then we can have the full benefit of it. Until then, it is hidden to us. That's the second part of it. And then he says, once you surrender yourself, he will show the love. He will show his grace like no one else in this world. Name it. Name any kind of relationship we are having in this world. It could be father, it can be son, it can be daughter, it can be mother, it can be wife, it can be girlfriend, boyfriend. It can be anyone in this world that we are talking about, including guru and sishya kind of relationship. The love that we are getting, is it pure? If you ask that question, we all know the answer is no. The only relationship which is not going to give us any pain, which is not going to give us any sorrow, that's always going to give us a blissful state, is the love that we have for Lord Shiva. Or rather, the love that he has on us. Even the love that we have on him can change. But the love he has on us will never, never, never change. In all these births, it has never changed. We are able to feel that. We are able to lead that kind of a life even today. So, which also answers, only when we surrender, we are able to enjoy that kind of a love. And then, he's also talking about the beautiful place over there, which has got a lot of water bodies and there's a lot of fishes over there, which translates as, the moment we say there is water, obviously there is going to be a lot of rich and wealth. Well, it's a wealthy place. It's a more greenish place. It's going to be more luxurious to live in a place where we do have water. So that is what he says. And he says this particular place where Lord Shiva resides is called as vanpaarththaan Panangatoor, and what we have to do is surrender ourselves And if you have to take someone or something as your, basically we are all parasites, I mean, like it or not, that's the truth. We are able to lean on someone, we have to lean on someone. Why don't that be Lord Shiva? What we have to do is just surrender ourselves, because we need to be under the custody of someone. And when we are able to feel that, you know, we have to be in custody of someone, it's better to be in the custody of Lord Shiva. Other than that, whatever we are leaning against is going to give us a lot of trouble later. That is what this the first verse talks about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.